Incremental updates are usually the name of the game for EA's annual sports titles. However, now entering its third year on current-gen hardware, EA Tiburon's upcoming football sim Madden NFL 23 promises a back-to-basics approach that'll best utilize the processing power and supreme AI capabilities of top-spec PCs, the Xbox Series X and S, and the PS5. Controversially, if you're on previous generation hardware, then Madden NFL 23's unique gameplay features won't be accessible. And what of those new features? Well, most headline-grabbing is the introduction of fieldSENSE, a new gameplay system set to deliver consistent, ultra-realistic gameplay, equipping players in every position with a heightened sense of control. Detractors reckon fieldSENSE is simply gameplay mechanics that were removed from earlier entries that are now repackaged and reintroduced. The question is, will Madden NFL 23 feel massively different to play compared with last year's edition? Let's take a closer look at some of these new features and see if we can glean any insight before the game's release on August 19th. fieldSENSE Offensive Line Overhauls. Madden NFL 23's offensive game is said to have received a massive overhaul, with runners now able to slow their pace, immediately transfer weight, or perform ultra-fluid 360-degree cuts for swift changes of direction, granting ball carriers the freedom to penetrate any open gaps in the defense line. The running game sounds like it'll be a much more subtle affair, as opposed to over-reliance on speed or pure power. fieldSENSE Defensive Line Overhauls. Like offense, Madden NFL 23's defense receives an update too. In a development EA are defining as hit everything, defense now encompasses next-gen hit stick physics, meaning that you can perform mid-air knockouts, blow up blocks, force turnovers, and in a feature not seen since Madden 16, perform physics-based gang tackles, whereby you can assist in a tackle already taking place. With Madden NFL 23's upgraded offensive mechanics, a string of defensive updates that'll encourage a tactical approach to halting zigzagging ball runners is certainly welcome. Skill-based passing. Possibly where the biggest change lies, Madden NFL 23's all-new method of passing introduces a targeting reticule and passing meter to judge power, enabling quarterbacks to distribute with surgical accuracy, passing the ball to where only your wide receivers can catch it after combining the reticule and passing meter to lead receivers and drop-in back shoulder throws. Wide receiver versus defensive back battles. A feature intended to complement the new skills-based passing mechanic is Madden NFL 23's focus on 1 versus 1 battles between wide receivers and defensive backs, with receivers able to execute moves to drop defenders and escape into space, while safeties and cornerbacks compress at the line, slowing the receiver's progress as the ball is snapped. Again, this extra tactical consideration should hopefully add an extra element of thought to every play. Upgraded contract system. Franchise mode also gets an upgrade for Madden NFL 23. Authenticity is the name of the game here, with athletes motivated by salary and place of residence, in addition to the appeal of playing for your team, having a real-time effect on contract negotiations. EA Tiburon hopes that increasing athlete determination to secure the best deal for themselves will add to the drama of NFL free agency. Overhauled bye week scenarios. Bye weeks are when your football team takes a week off to recover from the grueling slog of an NFL season, and they're yet another feature to receive an upgrade in the upcoming Madden NFL 23. In fact, EA Tiburon routinely update Madden's franchise mode throughout the year, and the additions to bye week that are announced for Madden NFL 23 so far came into effect in April. In short, there are choices to make. Should your team take a week off to re-establish relationships that are fractured during a tough season? Should the week be spent on the training field? Which aspects of the team need development? It's up to you to decide what your team needs to drive success come the end of bye week. X-Factor abilities return. The superstar skills that mirror their real-life counterparts return for Madden NFL 23. The list of players who are bestowed with an X-Factor ability has already been announced via the PS5 beta. However, there's every chance that more players will be added come the start of the NFL season in September. Superstars, that is, those who have skills that outperform their stats but aren't quite X-Factor level, are set to continue too. New for Madden NFL 23 though is the addition of X-Factor hot streaks. This means that one or more opponents will start a game with their X-Factor skill activated, adding to the challenge from the get-go. Crossplay. At the time of writing, crossplay for Madden NFL 23 has not been officially announced, and regrettably, it's possible that it won't be implemented in time for the latest iteration of EA's football sim before its release in August. EA are arguably the largest developer who are still yet to harness the fruits of crossplay, although next-gen hardware was treated to a crossplay update in FIFA 22, so there is at least a shred of hope. Create a Team mode still missing. Unfortunately, Create a Team is not making a return in Madden 23, despite this being one of the most requested features from fans of the series. EA Tiburon claimed that they're adapting feedback from previous iterations into Madden 23, so it's befuddling the chance to customize your own team from a raft of randomized options, or craft a fantasy franchise by handpicking NFL players. Ultimate Team and Face of the Franchise modes return. Perhaps a Create a Team is still left out on the sidelines due to EA's Ultimate Team mode. The chance to develop your dream roster of current NFL players, Hall of Famers, and legends of the sport continues in Madden 23. Face of the Franchise is back too, offering players the chance to play their way into the history books, in control of their own player striving for NFL glory. The point with all of these game modes is EA Tiburon recognize that there are many ways gamers will want to engage with Madden 23. Whether that's Ultimate Team, Face of the Franchise, multiplayer, single player. Aside from creating your own team, EA Tiburon are trying to cover all bases. Rookie ratings starting to emerge. One of the most exciting aspects of any new NFL season is seeing how the rookies fare. Ordinarily, EA announce rookie ratings during draft week, but this year they've remained largely tight-lipped. We're starting to see details come through in the last week, with new players sharing stories across their social media pages. Expect their ratings to be announced during EA's Rating Week, set to commence on 18th of July. Commitment to realism. Not only is the in-game franchise mode updating with more realistic aspects, from staff management to weekly scouting, but EA Tiburon are updating the dynamic game day mechanics too. That is, home advantage will be more noticeable. Athletes will mishear plays due to crowd noise, momentum, and team confidence will shift play by play. Touchdown celebrations are said to be more intimate too, with 4K touchdown camera angles harnessing what EA Tiburon are calling animation branching technology. Launching mid-preseason. Madden NFL 23 comes out on August 19th, which is smack bang in the middle of the NFL 2022 preseason, which runs from the 5th to the 28th of August. This is in keeping of Maddens of old, of course, ensuring players can get up to speed with the game's updated mechanics in time for the NFL season to start for real on September the 8th. ALL-MADDEN Edition. Alongside the boxed and digital standard editions of Madden NFL 23, there's the ALL-MADDEN Edition up for pre-order with a host of higher-tier bonuses, like 3-day early access, a choice of 2 elite players, 4,600 Madden points, ALL-MADDEN gear, and strategy items. There's a premium price tag to go alongside the ALL-MADDEN Edition, of course, but at the time of writing, there's still a week or so for an extra pre-order bonus of an ALL-MADDEN Team Elite player. John Madden is COVERSTAR. This year, the cover star for Madden NFL 23 is the legend John Madden himself. Eschewing the usual trope of the Madden curse, for cover stars of previous iterations have mysteriously gone on to have lackluster seasons. Instead, John Madden being on this year's cover is a fitting tribute to the iconic coach and commentator, and namesake of the series, after his untimely passing last December. So what are your thoughts on this? Go ahead and share them in the comments below. And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and enable all notifications by clicking the bell icon to get new video updates. We upload every day and would really appreciate your support. Thanks for watching.